Blacksburg Transit, also known as BT, provides fixed route service in Blacksburg and Christiansburg, Virginia. Blacksburg is the home to Virginia Tech, the state's second largest university by student count, which I will start attending in the fall. Unlike a normal transit system, BT runs 5 different styles of services. Full service runs when classes are in full swing, with the maximum number of routes and the best frequencies available, while reduced service runs when classes are not being attended. Think Christmas break, spring break, summer, etc. During reduced service, most routes run every 30 minutes, which in a town of 45,000 surrounded mostly by rural Appalachia is really good. During football games, weekend full service is in full swing, and it basically adds a detour where buses serve stops closer to the football stadium. For some context, over the school year, BT gets around 20,000 boardings per day, but over the summer that falls to just a bit less than 2,500 boardings per day. For a town of 45,000, 2,500 boardings per day is really good, especially because most town of 45,000 people have no transit or very little. In comparison, just about an hour away in Roanoke, Virginia, their bus system gets just under 4,000 boardings per day, in an area that has a population of over 100,000 people. So let's look at the routes that run on weekdays over the summer, since most of the full-service routes are very similar anyway. All but 2 routes start at the transit center on the northwest side of campus. As you can see, even during the summer, buses cover most of the town. In contrast, here's the full-service map. You can see that most added routes provide extra service on the main corridors and a few roads in between. They run less service on the weekends, both in the summer and during school. However, they still cover most bus stops by combining routes. The campus shuttle route makes a U-shape around campus. It's also the most frequent route that BT runs at every 7.5 minutes during the school year. BT is launching a new route called BMR, which serves the Chicken Hill lot area near the stadium. This area used to be served by CRC and will continue to be until August 17th, but it really took a long time and made that route feel really deviatory, so this is really cool, especially because it acts as a secondary campus shuttle. The Corporate Research Center route runs through the Corporate Research Center, makes a lot of deviations, and it terminates at BT's office and garage. The Harding Avenue route runs along Harding Avenue to the Windsor Hills Apartments. It seems like one of the very chill routes. Heathwood Combined runs every 15 minutes, even during reduced service, connecting the massive, mostly student neighborhoods of Heathwood and Foxridge directly to campus. The Hokie Express route only runs on weekdays during the summer, running both as a campus shuttle and as a transit connection to the fraternity and sorority neighborhood located over here. North Main Givens runs on the North Main Street, connecting neighborhoods to the Patrick Henry Shopping Center and, of course, campus. Patrick Henry Drive runs partly on 2-lane roads with sharrows, as it does a counterclockwise loop north of campus. South Main Airport runs along South Main Street and directly serves Airport Acres and other neighborhoods east of Main Street. South Main South Park is very similar to South Main Airport. It runs a little bit more down and it covers less of the neighborhoods. Toms Creek via Progress is one of the busier routes, running every 15 minutes even during reduced service. It does a counterclockwise big loop near lots of student housing. The University City Boulevard route is basically the reverse of TCP, doing a clockwise loop northwest of campus. The two-town trolley runs hourly at all times, and it's the only BT connection to Christiansburg. It stops at the Walmart DMV and the Christiansburg Mall, where you can connect to the Explorer routes. The Explorer routes run in Christiansburg, run hourly and only on weekdays, and are full of deviations. They also use minibuses. Unfortunately, this bare minimum is the only service that Christiansburg gets from BT. It is called Blacksburg Transit, but it would be nice if it better served Christiansburg, which is more of a working class community. The Explorer Blue connects most of the commercial areas of Christiansburg to many residential areas, and it has more deviations than the Explorer Gold, which runs more on the main roads in mostly the same parts of Christiansburg. But it does serve East Ridge though, which Explorer Blue does not serve. BT is special to me not just because it's right outside my doorstep, but it also shows that even small towns can have good transit if it gets proper investment. Over the summer, Blacksburg is population-wise just a mid-sized town, around 40,000, 50,000 people. And Blacksburg Transit still gets ridership. Yes, a lot of that is summer classes. However, on a Sunday, I was on the South Main bus, and on its run, it received about 15 riders. And I'd say the majority of those people were not students. What this tells me is that there is demand for transit, even from locals and non-students. So why did they take the bus? These people took the bus because it runs every 30 minutes, even during weekends over the summer. And it runs every 15-ish minutes during weekdays, even over the summer. So it's a relatively frequent route that gets you downtown and to campus. Other agencies could learn that frequent service that takes people from where they live to where they want to go is the backbone of any good transit system. Now, if they could get the two-town trolley running more than once an hour, then that would be amazing. The video is super short because it's for Classy Whale's 1-week contest where you have to submit a video under 5 minutes long.